I'm sorry, can you please send me to another room because it seems that I'm always brought back here. If you can hear me.
Hey Matt,
Hey, we got
do you
moved, I
think
think.
do you think we'd be able to go for the big name, or what do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. Brandon
Like
did so
I'm
good.
nervous. Who's good?
No, I said Brandon did so good today, like with the comp.
I don't feel like it's
It's
Brand,
right.
but then it's too dangerous. But then if we don't try, I don't know.
I don't.
But do you think people will could be sketched out by the group chats and stuff? And like,
I do.
okay,
I do because think about it. There's about 9 of us left. If you're sitting there in group chats with all these people, you're essentially aligned with everybody. So it's safe to assume all the information is running through you.
mm-hmm,
For me, that's like you're either doing that because you're a complete paranoid faithful and you just want to make sure it's not you,
mm-hmm.
or you're.
But were these group chats before or after they came back?
So I'm just gonna be honest with you. Obviously, our group chat that we have with Patrice and Anthony was created after him coming back,
Yeah,
and
I guess I find it a little fishy that like my round table was like good enough to be added to a faithful chat, honestly.
that
So
and
like it could be someone who knows my status adding me in. Because
yeah,
like did Patrice initiate
like the chat that I'm in.
that weren't?
Yeah, he's the one that pitched it. He was like, "Hey, I think it's a good idea that we include Victoria." It was after me and you kind of like were able to talk during the roundtable, and
So yeah.
everybody felt like you weren't a faithful at that point, including myself. So he was like, "I think it would be a good idea to bring her in."
Because it's got to be like someone who knows I'm a faithful who would even think about bringing me in.
Yeah.
Hey, Patrick.
What's up, Patrice?
I just spoke to Brendan, so he said that he's not sure he's voting for me after all. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't know why everybody's telling me that he's voting for me.
Well, he was saying earlier. I need you to understand. He was saying it earlier. He had mentioned in the group chat that you're in with him and a couple other people.
Yeah, but
Melissa
that doesn't
was
mean
in that.
anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, he was saying that, but obviously after the comp, things change. Do you still feel like it could be
Brandon
him?
say it's someone different.
Because it's been saying Victoria or myself. Like it seemed to be stick on Victoria. And the last time he was really hesitating between the two. He ended up voting for you, Victoria, I believe.
Yeah.
So
So
remember what I said in our chat. We got to do what we got to do to make sure Victoria's not the vote. So
no,
if he,
not
if
to
he,
protect Victoria, but
yeah,
honestly, I didn't came prepared to have a speech in English to defend myself as faithful. To me, like it's even too obvious. And now I'm being asked, like, what do you think about the recruitment? I'm like, well, it might, like, I don't know. Like, I'm like everybody else. Like, and people are
Mhm.
starting to ask me questions like if I'm gonna lie about the recruitment. I don't fucking know, like anybody
yeah,
else.
right, yeah. I mean, do you feel like we should just stick to what we planned? Brandon's the vote to make sure that we guarantee that we're going into the next round.
Yeah, because if Brandon's still saying me, like I don't know why that's the case. Like
So
I'm not.
exactly, he's gonna throw her name out. She's gonna have to defend herself if other people jump in, and
Mm,
we can protect her with the votes that we have.
No, I'm gonna say it, but I have to say it first because otherwise I'm gonna look like I'm defending myself because Brandon is attacking me. Last time he said like Melissa or Victoria. He ended up like campaigning for Melissa, but he still voted for
He still
Victoria.
switched his vote. Yeah.
So who knows what he's gonna do?
I get what you're saying.
Anyway,
I get what you're saying.
like, do you believe me anyway? Like, I don't know what else to say at that point. Like,
Listen,
that's catching me off guard here.
I have said
Should
it.
have came prepared. Like, I would have made a speech or something. It's not a speech, but I mean, written some arguments or.
I mean, it's hard to get prepared for something like this too. Like, we never know what's gonna happen, what's gonna be brought up. We never know like how the challenge is gonna play out, what the challenge is. It's really hard to be prepared for situations like this. But Patrice, I truthfully feel like you have more people on your side than Brandon does.
Mhm.
So if you feel like your name could potentially come out, then I feel like, you got to do your thing on the round table. Victoria has done it. I've done it. It's not easy, but you do have people. I know Brad isn't going to vote for you. If us and the Lions stick together, you're not going to get voted on.
Mhm.
We just need somebody to put votes on, somebody that.
Do I want to be the guy who's actually throwing him under the bus for some reasons that I'm not even sure of?
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. I feel like, should I want to be the guy who's throwing him under the bus? And I'm not even sure. Like, if I'm leading this, it's probably gonna go because it looks really suspicious.
Yeah, and people trust what you say, Patrice. People trust what you say. So
I know, but if I'm wrong again, like I was wrong about Adam. Anyway,
But
yeah,
like you
I
say,
mean,
I don't have a choice anyway.
I feel like being wrong isn't like, at least I wouldn't judge that as suspicious because like
yeah.
I was super wrong last time also.
No, man, I'm just being honest with you
Yeah.
because I trust you both. It's really annoying because then I feel like I'm being pushed to campaign against someone and we're not even sure, like none of us is sure that it's the right answer. And if we go that route, well, unless we are comfortable with voting another faithful, because at some point people are faithfuls and they're gonna have to leave the game at some point. We cannot remain like all of us until the end, like that's for sure.
Yeah. And I think going to the end, a thing you have to consider is the people you trust, the people you've built, bridges with, you built relationships with. I think that's important. I think that's exactly how we were able to get Melissa out when we did. We trusted one another and we paid attention to obvious signs. So you don't know if you're wrong. Truthfully, you don't know if you're wrong. You may just be onto something. So and we have to go in with we have to go into the roundtable with something. It's not like we could just go there and then not say a damn thing. Someone's unfortunately getting the vote tonight.
Yeah. But if I do that, I'm probably going to be killed next. But it is what it is. At least I'll survive another night.
I truthfully feel the traitors went in tonight underhanded, and that's why we didn't see a murder because they needed somebody else. That's what I truthfully believe.
I don't know if you guys were in the room with Jonathan. He said did not have a shield. No, did he? I'm
No,
confused now.
he
Shit.
said he
had.
did.
He
Yeah,
did, correct. He did.
Yeah, he
He
said
did.
he did.
Yeah.
and
So
and
that doesn't mean that there was a recruitment. Maybe he.
It doesn't, of course. No.
and Jonathan said it
Well, at
himself.
least that's helping me because now everybody thinks that I was the one who did.
No,
But
yeah,
people who understood the challenge and heard Phil correctly know he was eligible for one. So why take a chance and vote for him? A recruitment seems like more sense if you thought
exactly.
logically about it.
Because
What do you think? What do you think, Caleb? You're really quiet.
I'm thinking.
I like that. He's thinking on it. Sometimes in this game, you do got to play close to your chest. I respect it, especially when the numbers start dwindling down.
So Patrice,
Patrice,
every time I
think it's
ask Brandon, oh, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Caleb.
Patrice, do you still think it's Brandon? Do you still think it's Brandon?
Sorry, I can't hear you, Caleb. Sorry.
He said, do you still think it's Brandon?
Well, from everything that's going on, I feel like it's still my best bet, but I'm not sure. But
Every time I've asked him, to defend himself, I keep getting frickin' moved from the room. Literally. So
But
maybe you tell
Caleb,
us.
you know him. Can you help us? What do you think? Can you say if you think he's a traitor or not from past behavior, or can you help us, please? Just say a few words.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I know, like, sometimes Brandon can be one way, like a normal person, and sometimes Brandon can be, like, kind of an ass, I would say.
Yeah.
No, I
If
don't
I
know if
feel like
Brandon is a
you're
traitor.
describing
That could be a
Anthony right
possibility.
now.
Thanks, I guess.
Just kidding. Uh, guys, I'm going to the other room.
Okay.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah, go defend.
So
Are we just the three of us?
yeah, it's just us three. Caleb,
His, his
how you?
cheeks were very red, guys.
What's up? What happened? Came back?
I cannot leave this room. I don't know why. I'm trying.
So, oh, what the hell did I? It's just us two.
Oh,
What is going
okay.
on?
I feel like we're having technical difficulties.
Hold on.
Here. What's up?
Yeah.
I just was talking to Brandon. He's pretty convincing he's not, so I don't know.
I don't know either. Talking with both Brandon and Patrice, it looks like the names are going to them most of all.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea. I mean, I'm like kind of happy my name's not out there, but I don't have a clue what to do about it, like, yeah. I don't know. If you have a gut, I'd love to know it because I just don't know.
Really got nothing except I know Patrice was just questioning me about like Brandon and stuff.
I just don't think it's Patrice, and I could be very wrong, but I mean, he and I kind of like we were talking a lot actually this afternoon, and I don't think it's him. But
Yeah.
all right, I might go talk around some other people.
Okay.
Keep getting moved. Hi. Hey, Caleb.
Right.
Caleb, were you recruited?
Recruited?
Yeah. Are you a traitor now?
No.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't think you are, but I was like, I feel like someone got recruited, so I'm gonna ask everybody and see what their answers are. Is that the sunlight?
Me?
No,
No.
it's my lamp. So
Oh,
bright.
Victoria. Okay, so what are you hearing? What's going on? All I'm hearing is
Like,
Brandon.
Brandon is bringing up Patrice's name,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like some people are buying that argument, but what do you think?
All I'm hearing is Brandon. That's all I've heard, and I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Do you think it's him?
I mean, I didn't. Everyone just keeps bringing it up, but I didn't before. I mean, Brandon acts the same as they've always have, so